gratitude and thanks to the community, to the student body, students, faculty and staff, and administration for making this such an unbelievable venue. This is a massive home court advantage here at Hospitality, and I call it the Hoss of Pain, because with a crowd like that, it's such a hostile environment. And so I'm incredibly grateful for everyone for coming out and supporting Cal, for our administration for just making this an unbelievable place. Like Jalen Tyson said in his comments, the crowd definitely helped us get over the line tonight, and that's great to see. You guys just heard from Jalen Tyson and Jalen Cohn, two outstanding players and outstanding young men. And it's an honor to coach those two and the entire team. We have a lot of work to do. It's great from our side. We got the win. It was a very close game. USC did a lot of great things. They had some great schemes to try to stymie our stuff. Their defense in the second half was really tough to penetrate. It was really, really tough. Great players make great plays. Jalen Tyson went off. He went off. He's an explosive scorer. His defense has been great. Jalen Cohn and Jalen Sells, they made some tough threes, some really tough ones. Keontae's 2 big free throws. I think it made put the lead from 1 to 3. That was a huge key of the game. And Fardas, just cleaning up the glass, just absolutely cleaning up the glass. And so I was proud of our players. I was proud of our team. Give USC a lot of credit. Like I said, this was a close game, small margin of error for both teams, but USC is a great team, and appreciate just how competitive it was and how hard both sides fought.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the win. It seemed that pick and roll was really working well in the first half, but Fardas looked like he was struggling in the second.
Yeah.
Can you attribute that to their defense, or was it something on your end?
No, everybody's going to have a game like that. They were swarming to different ones of our players. They were swarming guys. They were sending multiple guys at our guys, and some shots were made, some shots were missed. It's at the end of a game, you're going to watch the film, you're going to study it, and you're going to get back to the gym and look for every way that you can improve as a team, collectively, individually.
Coach, you really tightened up your rotation tonight, limited minutes to Rodney, Gus, Newell off the bench. Was that strategic coming in, or was that just a reaction to how the game flow was going?
It was more a reaction to the game flow. We have the guys off the bench have been great this year, and they went in and contributed. They did a really good job. There were a lot of timeouts, there were stoppages of play, and so just the flow of the game dictated that tonight. I would not say that that's going to be the pattern going forward because our bench is so good, but that was the way it was dictated tonight.
Mark, when you played here against Stanford, crowd wasn't quite as big, but almost as big. And that didn't surprise me. You got the rivalry. It's a Friday night. It was a good crowd, but not filled. I'll admit, you got 2 teams that are under 500. It's a Wednesday night, and yet the place was packed. Were you surprised?
I think USC has a certain cachet, and just the way they play, the style of play that they have is fans like it. They have great players: Boogie Ellis, Bronny James, Isaiah Collier, and those guys are tough players. They're tough players. Bronny James gets everybody involved. His vision is phenomenal. He can attack and score it at the rim. Boogie Ellis is a human highlight film in terms of, his three-point shot is a weapon. It's like a flamethrower out there. And then Isaiah Collier, there's very few people in the country that can stay in front of him. And so, it was I think a combination of some momentum in the program, a great job by the marketing department here at Cal and administration, and then a really quality team coming in. And the community is I just can't thank our community enough for coming out.
Mark, UCLA struggled early, but they seem to be sort of finding a rhythm. They beat Stanford tonight. What do you expect from them on Saturday?
No, UCLA is a different team. But that's obvious. Everybody knows Mick Cronin's. First of all, they have Mick Cronin as a coach. They have some really good players that are starting to find their rhythm and starting to, look from the outside. It looks like they're starting to buy in to the culture at UCLA, and so they've been playing at a high level.
Do you like the momentum you guys are taking into that game?
I love our momentum, but I can tell you it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be an absolute dogfight. Our guys are going to get their rest tonight, and we're going to start hitting the prep tomorrow.
You mentioned Boogie Ellis. Jalen Cohn, on the ball, off the ball, was like running marathons, keeping up with them defensively. What did you see from him?
No, look, Jalen Cohn is a guy that never gets tired. He takes care of himself. he takes the game of basketball incredibly seriously. You know, when we first got here over the summer, he was in the gym at 5 in the morning with managers. He's getting his shots up, methodical, workmanlike, consistent. And that's what one of the many things that makes him a great player. I mean, you guys see his personality, but he's a fierce competitor. With his preparation, he's a fierce competitor on the court, and he's gotten himself into world-class physical shape.
USC is a long athletic team, but you doubled them up in rebounds, 54 to 27. That's nuts. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, first thought that comes to mind is Fardaws Aimaq. Fardaws Aimaq, he has a gift for rebounding that he has worked on, he's honed it, and he's one of the best in the world. Fardaws Aimaq is one of the best in the world in terms of rebounding, and he's just an outstanding player. But then on top of having Fardaws, you've got wings that rebound the ball. Jalen Tyson in his own right is a great rebounder. Jalen Celestine, it seems like when we need a big rebound, he comes up with it. Keontae led his team in rebounding at UTEP one year at the wing position. And then, you know, we have guys off the bench that rebound.
Mark, what's your relationship with LeBron James? And Jalen Tyson said this win meant even more to him because he got to play in front of LeBron.
Yeah.
Did the win mean any more to you because LeBron was here?
Look, I was fortunate to be able to coach LeBron as an assistant coach in LA. And, you know, I remember that year, LeBron's kids came in. Bryce and Bronny came in. They were much younger. And you can see right there, you know, these are, first of all, these are outstanding young men. And they're great basketball players. They're great basketball players. It's just a fantastic family. I tell our guys all the time. I say, you know, if there's an issue of professionalism on our team, I talk about LeBron all the time. I talk about LeBron all the time. He was one of the first ones, if not the first, to the Lakers practice facility when I was there. He was lifting weights. He was always eating breakfast. He was getting his shots up. And so that type of professionalism, it permeates throughout his family and throughout the Lakers organization.
Mark, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks guys.